What's up? Welcome, Screen Fiend fans, and we're here to talk about Iron Man 3. And the reason we're talking about Iron Man 3 is due to the fact that Iron Man 3 revealed who was slated to be a semi replacement for Iron Man. And this will be your new Iron Man in the future to take over from Tony Stark. This is the new vision. He's already smart with the tech. The kid knows what he's doing. He is the new face of the Marvel Universe, and he will be in Avengers. Choke it. Not gonna happen. This little adorable kid that you've seen here, everyone thought he was going to be the new Iron Man. Don't get that fixed in your head because you saw him in Avengers and he popped up. Will he be in a film? Maybe assisting, but never, ever a new Iron Man. Why? Because they spent no time developing his character over the years. So he's virtually unknown now since he's not this little kid that you see right here on the screen. He's now an adult. Everybody loved him. He was so adorable. Tony fixed his whole basement up with all this new tech. He got a potato blaster, and everyone assumed that this would be the new Iron Man. They bonded really well for the film. He had a sidekick for the movie, but Tony basically used him to get what he needed out of the kid, and that was that. Didn't really need him no more after Iron Man 3, which the movie really got crappy reviews. So that's him today. And as you can see, people don't recognize him. And if people don't recognize you, then why are you in film? No, 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 buddy. He's like, I didn't realize it because of Iron Man 3. Yeah, it was better than 2. And the thing of it is this: he is not going to be your new Iron Man. Nope. He's not going to take over Tony's legacy. He's not going to do any of these things. Him being there was paying an homage to everybody who was linked to Tony since he's been in the whole universe or whatever. Paying respects to Iron Man. It was a nod having him come back. He's the kid that was in Insidious 1 and 2, and he was in every little kid movie coming up. So he already had movies and work already being done. Besides, that was his first Marvel movie. Now they feel they need a new something else. Nothing ever dies in comics. Now the problem being is what people don't seem to understand here is when it comes to finding a new Iron Man, all these candidates that they have for the job, there's already a person on the job being Iron Man right now. And that is your new Iron Man. Your new Iron Man is already here. There he is. Your new Iron Man. Not Hoppy Hogan. There's your new Iron Man right there. Your new Iron Person. There he is. Iron Spidey. That's your new Iron Man. This whole movie of Far From Home is basically telling you this is the new Iron Man. I'm surviving, man. That's basically what I've been doing. Surviving. Far From Home is the introduction into Spider-Man being the new Iron Man. He's going to be the beacon of Iron Man until Tony's daughter is able to take the helm. Gwyneth Paltrow is not going to be in all of the films spending a lot of time doing action scenes and fight choreography. That's not going to happen. Morgan, the daughter, will take over when she gets older. But until then, Tom Holland as Spider-Man, as he's become an international appeal because he already had an international audience from dance and stage. Plus, the teenage girls love him. And since the teenage girls love him, sorry, teenage Caucasian women, since they love him, Tom Holland, and now that they got Zendaya as the hot girlfriend next to him, they love to go see him. They love to see him shirtless. They love to see everything about him. So now he's the new Iron Man. They don't have to rush to put a new Iron Man out there when they've already poured money into putting him on the screen. Now, Tom Holland has been in these movies in Marvel Universe since 2015 when they had Civil War. That's when they introduced him to the MCU. 4 years. Okay, it's been 4 years. And in 4 years, he has two Spider Man movies, two Avengers movies, one Civil War movie. So he's been in 5 movies in 4 years. You think Marvel's not trying to shove him down your throat? You can't compare Tom Holland's Spider-Man to Andrew Garfield or the other Spider-Man that was played by Tobey Maguire. Even though those guys were supposed to be high schoolers, they played their characters more were like college students than high school. Those guys were all getting out of high school They're all seniors when that happened. Spider-Man's a 16-year-old kid. So he's still got a lot of high school in him. When those guys played Spider-Man, Spider-Man was like 18, 19 years of age, supposedly. So their sequels went to Spider-Man being in the adult world. Spider-Man being an adult. He's no longer in school. He's got a job. They're not dealing with school Spidey. And see, this is where Spidey needs to be. In high school. There you go, LB. The Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon. When he was still in high school. That's right. That's why the merchandising is up for Spider-Man. That's why the revenue is going up for Spider-Man. The other Spider-Mans had too much adult appeal to them. Well, this one has more of a kid feel to it, whereas you have a much younger audience going. You already going to have kids going because kids love Spider-Man. But your new Spider-Man, until Morgan is ready to be Spider-Man, is Peter Parker. That's your new Iron Man. He's Iron Spidey. They already got him building his own suits like Tony. That's why Happy was looking at him like, this is why Tony gave you the glasses. He left it to you. Out of anybody else, he left it to you. He didn't leave it to that little kid that he gave the potato gun to, who helped save his life. He gave it to Spider-Man. And the Avengers. He went back to help the Avengers go back in time to do everything they were doing only because of Spider-Man. That was his main reason, bringing back Spider-Man. Or did we just forget that part? No, Iron Man was never supposed to be the main guy anyway. They were saving the main guy. The main guy was supposed to be, they were going to bring in Thor. They thought Thor and the Incredible Hulk, when they were going to get Spider-Man at some point to bring him in, they thought those were the big guns. They were like, we're going to do a Captain America movie, but that might fail. They never saw, they never thought Iron Man or Captain America would launch this universe. It was only when they was like after the first Iron Man movie and they were filming Iron Man 2 that they decided they could pull off a Marvel Universe, an MCU. Well, Thor was the guy they felt was going to bring in a lot of money, so they wanted to build Thor up the right way. But the way it took off, Robert Downey Jr. was the perfect Iron Man. So the way it worked out was that Now that he's Iron Man, things can proceed as according to plan and the schedule. Well, things have always made a turn for the worse. Oh, what's up, guys? Don't forget to hit the super chat button if you want. It works over here. Spider-Man is going to be that Iron Man. He's going to be the replacement for Iron Man. They're moving away from Tony, and this was the transition from it by having him be the new Tony Stark. Now Spider-Man, who scientist developed his own web, and they've attached him to Tony because Tony was leaving. He's Iron Spidey. Well, Spider-Man and Iron Man was close in the comics, but not like this close. But they were close. But I think it works for him because it actually tied a bow around the whole story, and now you could easily transition instead of trying to bring some new guy in as Tony Stark. And I already got the first look at the script for Wolverine's movie with Marvel, the new Wolverine. Oh, yeah. That is going to be crazy. So, y'all better watch out for that video. No, it's a whole new actor for Wolverine. I'm trying to think of what you would know him from. His name is Chris Hanoun, I think. Trying to think, was he the guy that played in? Trying to think, was he the guy that played in Twilight? He might have been the guy that played in Twilight, the big muscular guy. But yeah, I got the first look at the script, and the script is so bland. They had blacked out. It's looking like a NASA's message script. Oh, I can't tell you how I seen the script, but I can tell you about the movie best I can, and it is incredible.